Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the Defining Discipline podcast. I'm your host, Scott. Defining discipline is a lifestyle, a mentality, and a brand. And within this podcast, we're going to focus on self-improvement as you follow along with me on my journey. We're also going to hear from special guests of all walks of life on this podcast and their remarkable journeys that led them to where they are today. But as you can tell, today is another solo episode. Today is day 29. I challenged myself to run 365 days out of the year. Today's day 29 in a row, not including the 3 days before the new year started. I am currently at 96.2 miles. I ran 4.7 today. My goal was to hit 1,250 for the full of the year. I also have a couple races lined up this year. I got a 50K in June. I'm trying to really beat my marathon pace in the 50K. I'm hoping I can finish it within 5.5 hours. Last year I ran my first marathon unofficial, just with my buddy. Finished it 5.5 hours. I got really beat out. Right around mile 17, 18, and it just kind of really hit me and took its toll on me, and I had to slow down. This time I'm hoping, like I said, I can hit this 50K within 5.5 hours. That's my goal. I also have the marathon later on in the year in October, the Detroit Free Press Marathon that I will be running. I'm really looking forward to that, and also I'm looking forward to improving my time in that. My goal for last year when we just did our own marathon was to hit under 4 hours, because I can push out I think my fastest half marathon is just under right around 2 hours, just over 2 hours. So I was hoping I could really improve that and hit under 4, especially for this marathon now coming up. I have until October. I'll be running every day. I hope to get my cardio and my endurance up by then and my pace. So that being said, I did say I'm at 96.2 for the month and for the year. And for the month of January, I joined the 100-mile challenge that is being put on by the American Cancer Society. And there's actually a fundraiser going through my personal Facebook page. I will post links to that on the Defining Discipline page as well, not just my personal page as I have been. But if you'd like to donate, we have a goal set of 400. Our first goal was 200 and 300. We passed both those, so I moved it up to 400. We're currently at 380. Let's see if we can break it. I'll push it up to 400. All donations that get made to this, it is through Facebook, but none of the donations go to Facebook. All the donations go directly to the American Cancer Society, which is a really cool thing. So you don't have to worry about Facebook taking a cut out of it. And I know times are really tough right now for everyone, with what's going on. But any kind of donation is awesome. Even if you can't donate, if you can share it and let people know about it, that's just as good. Let's just get the message out there. These people, there's a lot of people out there battling, so let's help them. That being said, I guess we can kind of just try to kick into today's episode. Today is day 29. It is episode 29. This is another episode where I've been so busy lately in my basement. I'm trying to finish things, and I've been kind of, taking my time and I've been super bad, guys. I've been focused on the running and being disciplined with that, but other aspects of my life, I've been falling short on some of my goals, and it's getting to me and it's upsetting. So I didn't really think this one through, but that's why it's a perfect episode. I kind of just all right, we're going to do 29. I got today's, and I got an idea for tomorrow's too. So today's episode 29, today's theme, to get into it, guys, is going to be procrastination, because I am so good at that. Procrastination is something that I have to work on, I have to fight, and I have to be able to overcome, because that's the one thing that holds, not even necessarily me back, but anyone that knows that they are procrastinating and they're procrastinators. They know the damage that it can do. It doesn't seem like it's that bad of a thing, but we're here for a limited time, and I know I don't want to get all spiritual or talk about death and stuff like that, but it's true. We have a limited time to get these things that we need to get done, and I know I find myself guilty of always telling myself I don't have enough time to do that. Before I started running all the time, that was my excuse for not running and not staying in shape. Is I don't have enough. I work. I don't have enough free time to do anything. But when you actually step back and look at how much free time you really do have and how much time you're wasting doing certain things, you'll notice what you're doing wrong. And this past month I've been working on my basement, but I've been doing it at such a slow pace. I got really into it, and then my wife had me try to transition to focus on something else in the basement, which I wasn't interested in. So then I took my time with it and put on podcasts in the background, and would catch myself just staring at the podcast, listening to the podcast, watching it on YouTube, comedy podcast, sports podcast, whatever, especially with a lot of the stuff that's going on with the Lions currently. I've been trying to keep up with my good old NFL team, but I haven't been putting enough time and effort into getting this basement finished. I had this goal of getting it done by the 31st, which there's still a lot that I've gotten done, and the progress I've made is pretty unbelievable, but I know deep in my heart I could have done better. I could have been farther along. I could have had it, completely finished, like floor painted, everything, walls painted, trim up, everything looking, nice and spiffy. But I procrastinated, and I got to realize the other parts of my, not just in working on the basement, but in anything I do, I got to realize when I'm procrastinating, and I got to realize, to light the fire under my butt. I got to get going. I don't got much time. I don't know the day I'm going to die. But I do know that I can't just waste every day, thinking, I'll take care of that tomorrow, and knowing that I'm not going to. I don't know the answer to trying to figure out how to not procrastinate on the things that you know that need to be done, but just don't want to do them at that time. I don't know the answer. I think a lot of it, comes back to just trying to stay busy, in a productive busy, not just some random busyness where you're just back and forth on everything, but some kind of productiveness that keeps you so busy that you're so in thought of what you're doing, and you're busy doing what you're trying to get done, that you don't even have time to think of, what time is it? I should check my phone. I should watch this, or I want to listen to this. I'm doing this job, but I have, I'm doing this job, but I'm focused on what I'm listening to. You got to cut that out. I got to cut it out. And yeah, I just got to take care of business. And this is a learning lesson. This whole podcast is about trying to self-improve myself, to be the best version of myself. Not just for me, but for the people around me. And me procrastinating isn't helping anyone. It's not helping me. It's not helping anyone. I don't want to keep you guys too much longer. I got some dinner going right now over here. My wife's in the other room. I think she wants to come back in and watch her show, so I'm going to kind of close this up real fast. I want to thank you guys so much for listening. 29 episodes. There's going to be 365 of them, but we're 29 in. I've gotten, watches on all of them. I've gotten some feedback on most of them, some of them, and it's all been positive so far. I'm really thankful and grateful for you guys. If you can, and you haven't already, please give the page a like, give the Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, whatever, Spotify, whatever you listen to your podcast on, give our podcast a like, our page a like. share it, let people know about it. Please, guys, I really appreciate it. And again, I'm really grateful to be doing this, and it's kind of fun to kind of go back in, for me to be able to go back and look at this and see that, it was something that I got done. I do plan on getting a guest on here. Like I said, I plan on closing out this month and doing a month in review with you guys, and then sometime in February I'm going to try to roll in some guests. So I have a few in mind that I personally know, and then I have a few that I'm going to try to reach out to that I think are really great stories. And I hope that they'd love to come on the podcast. Other than that, you guys know I leave you every day with a daily discipline. Today's daily discipline is to stop procrastinating. Just like me, when you're procrastinating, when you're putting something off that you need to be doing. And, like I said, I don't know the answer of how perfectly to do that, but I think it is just to realize when you're doing it and to try to find that inner strength to tell to control yourself, to be like, I gotta put this video game down, or I gotta turn off the TV, or whatever it is that is keeping you from doing what you need to do, and you're just procrastinating. Figure out what it is, and start, like I said, just is the daily discipline. So just start today with doing it once, and see how you feel after it. See if it's improved anything, if it's made you rethink the way you're approaching your life and how you're doing it. And maybe you'll notice you're procrastinating on a lot of things, and you're just watching your life just go by you, and you don't want to wake up one day. That was my thing when I kind of started this whole mentality shift, is I didn't want to wake up one day looking back thinking, I could have done that. Why didn't I do that? I want to make sure that I'm giving it my all every single day, no matter what it is, to know that I can look back and say that I tried and that I did it. So if you're procrastinating because of failure, like I have on certain things, realize that you're going to fail even if you don't try. So quit procrastinating. So like I said, guys, your daily discipline is to quit procrastinating for the day. Again, I want to thank you so much. Give us a follow, a like on our Facebook, our Instagram, on our YouTube, and on all the podcast platforms. Tell all your friends. Stay disciplined. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Peace out.